Girls 11th Region Championship. Gary Ball with Coach Scott Thru and William Warfield, our producer. It's BRYAN Station as they will battle Franklin County. Coach Thru, Franklin County, the defending 11th Region champs. That play in their favor, or is that something that may hurt them a little bit?
Well, I think it gives them confidence. They've been here before and done that, but I also think they're favored tonight. They're supposed to win, and I've been in that seat, and if they get behind early, it could cause them to get a little tight. So I think a good start for them would be big, but I think overall it helps them just because you've been in this environment. They know we've done that before, and they've played with a chip all year because they didn't feel like they played well in the state tournament last year. They had some injuries, and that's been their goal all year to get back there.
You know, I talked to Sean Ransom, the head coach of BRYAN Station. He said, yeah, we played Franklin this year. They got us. He said, but we didn't have Easy Igadera, and we didn't have Kara Burdette. That's two big cogs in the BRYAN Station wheel.
Oh, that's huge for them because especially with the pressure that Franklin County applies, not to have those two ball handlers will make a big difference for them tonight, obviously.
Our crack producer, William Warfield, put together a video presentation for the 11th Region Tournament, and I believe, William, when that plays, will it be playing on PrepSpin as well, the video presentation? When the highlight presentation, will that be playing on PrepSpin as well? Okay, gotcha. So they'll have it on the big screen up here, but it is going to be BRYAN Station, Franklin County. We're just about set for the national anthem and the starting lineups here tonight, and I think they're going to dim the lights and do a lot of that in the darkness tonight, kind of like they do at the Boys and Girls Sweet 16.
It'll be nice for the players.
Let's go to the public address announcer. They're playing a video here of the highlights from the tournament without any audio.
Some impressive stuff from these young ladies this week.
Sure was. So after this plays, we will have the starting lineups. You want to take a break, and then we'll come back, take a commercial break? We'll take a commercial break, come back, and we will have the starting lineups of Franklin County and Bryan Station. Thanks to our PA announcer. Let's check the lineups again, Coach. Gary Law with Scott True. It'll be Kara Burdett, Destiny Cozart, Easy Igadero, Jalen Martin, and Kara Shannon. That's your lineup for Station. And for Franklin County, they were countered with Malika Frank, Deja Kilborn, Princess Stewart, Rebecca Cook, and Savannah Courtney. And Coach, what are we going to look for here early on? Franklin County, the defending 11th region champs.
Well, Bryan Station needs to get off to a good start, not let Franklin get out ahead of them. If Bryan Station gets behind early, it could spell trouble. Just from a confidence standpoint and being in this atmosphere.
Jump it up, it'll be Malika Frank. She will go up against Shannon for Bryan Station. Lady Defenders in the green, Lady Flyers in the white. And the tap is controlled, and coming down with it, Princess Stewart. As we talked about, a lot of white headbands for this Franklin County team. For the 5 starters, Rebecca Cook wears a headband, but it's a smaller one, it's not white. Malika Frank picks it up, goes down to Courtney, back to Princess Stewart, over to Rebecca Cook, open from 3, and that's off the rim, no, and tracking it down, good job of Princess Stewart.
Bryan Station in a 1-2-2 zone early.
Courtney, strong move to the basket, missed it, and nice rebound there by Shannon. Here comes Easy Igadero with that quickness, hands it over to Cozart. Cozart double dribbled. She wanted to pass it down low, Coach, but she double dribbled before she could decide where she wanted to go. She did,
and Princess Stewart fell back and helped too. And again, even for Bryan Station, the length of Franklin County will be tough to handle in the half court.
Just underway. Rebecca Cook has taken the only shot. It was an open 3 on the left side. Actually, you got the rebound there by Courtney, and she threw it up. There's Malika Frank, and off the back of the rim, no. Rebounded by Princess Stewart. And Stewart, did she step out of bounds? I think the official said, yep, she stepped out of bounds on the baseline.
She did, but that's 2 offensive rebounds for her early, and Station's got to do a good job of getting Franklin County's guards off the glass.
So, no score here early on, 1 minute played. Franklin County and Bryan Station girls 11th region championship. The boys will be Monday night, and that will be a good one between Dunbar, and Dunbar, of course, will take on Scott County.
Franklin County man-to-man early tonight.
Igadera and 3 out of the corner. Won't go there for Cozart. Rebounded, pushing it is Princess Stewart. Princess kicks it over to Rebecca Cook, back to Courtney, lines it up and knocks it down. Savannah Courtney from Rebecca Cook from Princess Stewart.
Nice transition by Franklin County there to get the open 3.
Really worked the ball, didn't it? Igadera gives to Cozart. Down the middle, she stops from about 15, knocks it down. Destiny Cozart makes it 3-2.
Did a nice job handling Franklin County's press there.
Over now to Rebecca Cook, Cozart on her. Here's Princess Stewart, a long 3 off the front of the iron, no, and rebounded and pulled down there by Jalen Martin. Martin, of course, been knocking down a lot of 3s in this tournament. She stops and lets an NBA 3 rip and hits it again. She's still knocking down 3s in this tournament, Coach.
Well, really surprised. Princess Stewart backed off of her there right at the 3-point line, and she made them pay for it.
5-3 on the Martin 3-pointer. That's the first lead for Bryan Station, your 11th region championship. Winner moves on to the St. Elizabeth Healthcare Girls Sweet 16 next week at NKU. Kilborn over to Cook. Cook to the basket, hangs, throws it, all and tries to bank it in. One goal, rebounded by Cozart.
Good start early here for Bryan Station.
Well, especially Jalen Martin, who's got the ball now. She'll rip it from there again. Takes it to the basket, off glass, rolls off, and rebounded by Malika Frank. That was a good look there for Martin. I think they thought she was going to shoot another 3.
They did.
She took it to the basket.
Also key early for Bryan Station early. No transition points for Franklin County.
Princess Stewart plays catch out top with Igadera on her. Over to Rebecca Cook in the middle of Malika Frank. She turns and some contact and draws the foul. So Frank will shoot 2 free throws. 5-3, Bryan Station looking at some early numbers. 2 of 4 from the field for Station. Just 1 of 6. Well, we saw that from Franklin County the other night, Coach. They took a ton of shots, but not a high percentage.
Yeah, that's their one bugaboo on the offensive end is shot selection sometimes and knocking down those shots. But that's a good place to start to get it going when you go inside to Malika Frank.
Malika Frank, southpaw, knocks it down. She's going, of course, everybody knows, Western Kentucky University. How do you see her fitting into the Lady Toppers?
Well, I tell you what, she's so athletic and so quick. I'd say she could play multiple positions for them. Got to work on her outside game a little bit, but I'm sure she will.
She ties it up with 2 free throws. And we're going to have quickly in Aristia, Anna Aristia, the senior for Franklin County. Going out will be Deja Kilborn. 5-5 ball game. Igadero in trouble. Took up her dribble. Comes over to Cozart. Cozart down low. Picked off a Princess Stewart. She read that one all the way, Coach.
Yeah, half-court traps. Something Franklin does really well.
Courtney, strong move to the basket. Put it up and in. She hits the floor hard. Shaking up. Looks like her knee a little bit. She goes down hard, but she made the basket. And here comes the trainers and Joey Thacker out. And she's down. That's not good there for the Savannah Courtney, the junior for Franklin County.
Yeah, she's in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
I didn't see what happened there. We got blocked by the other defenders. But
I think she came down. She just twisted it very badly. So it looked like what happened from my angle, Coach. 7-5, and they're working on Savannah Courtney. Just made the shot there for Franklin County. Her teammates very concerned over there, as you can see on the sideline.
Yeah, it's always tough when a player goes down and doesn't get up, and you see the pain on her face. And she's still there. The trainers begin to work on her now.
And she's a big part of this team. Of course, she knocked down the big three and just made a nice, tough shot there. So 5 points already for Courtney, and she's down. We hope it's not anything serious.
Sure. And
we are at the 11th Region Girls Championship. Gary Ball, Coach Scott True, William Warfield. It's 7-5. Franklin County has the lead, but they're working now. They help Savannah Courtney, so she does make it up, but she's hardly putting any weight at all on that left knee. It looks like.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of help coming off the court. Really hate to see that, especially in a game like this.
Yeah, she's not putting any weight on that left leg at all, so that's not good. But the thing about it is you hate the fact that a young lady is injured, but Franklin County goes so deep. They go about 10 deep. It'll hurt them, but not as much as maybe some teams.
You're right about that. And Aristia comes in, who's not quite the driver that Courtney is, but she's probably just as good a shooter, if not better.
So Kilborn will shoot the free throw and try to complete it, and Kilborn knocks it down. Savannah Courtney. Pass goes right side there for Station. That's Kara Burdette. Missed the layup, though, so Kara Burdette taking it strong. 8-5, Franklin. Malika Frank crossing over. Frank, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul called before the shot there by Frank.
She is so fast. She's going by people who are running, and she's dribbling, and she draws the contact while she's doing it.
That's 3 team fouls already against Station. No fouls yet against Franklin County. 4:24 in the first. They lead at 8-5. There's Frank, too strong, rebounded by Burdette. Burdette wanting to push it with Cook on her ball. Tip picked up there by Igadero. She goes Cozart, lines up the three off the front of the iron, no, and rebounded by Franklin County's Anna Aristia. 8-5, Lady Flyers on top. That's Princess Stewart over to Aristia. Come over to Kilborn, to Rebecca Cook, to Malika Frank. Princess Stewart, good ball movement, and off the front, no good, rebounded by Cozart. Igadero, is it Igadero?
Izzy with a good push there, made a good choice to pull it back out.
Igadero stops left side, goes to Martin, launches the three, bullseye, we're tied. Second three-pointer by Jalen Martin. And Coach, it's 8-8, Franklin County and Station. I think we're going to have a good one here tonight in this 11th Region Girls Championship.
Yes, sir, and Martin is hot as any player I've ever seen from the three-point line in the regional tournament.
Comes out top to Princess Stewart over to Aristia. She'll launch a three. Off the iron, no, rebounded by Rebecca Cook. And she gives it, and the official's going to say up and down. Turn it over to Station. 8-8. And how about Jalen Martin already in this game? 2 for 2 from three-point range. She was 5 for 5, remember, a couple of games ago here in this region. Hit her first 5 three-pointers. I wonder what her three-point shooting percentage is in this tournament. I guess we could look up a stat.
It's got to be crazy because she's got to be shooting better from the 3 than she is from the 2.
Skips it over to Burdette. 8-8 score. Burdette to the basket. Off glass, no, and nice rebound there by Malika Frank. Burdette's had a couple of really relatively easy layups. Couldn't get either one of them to drop. There's a steal coming out there with it. Cozart. Cozart will Kilborn back. Malika Frank. Cozart throws it up, no. Taps it around. Coming out there with it, Rebecca Cook. Here comes Cook down court. 1-on-3. Cook crossover, knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. Burdette knocked it out of Cook's hands, and it'll go back to Franklin County.
Well, the pace is Franklin County's favorite right now. Yeah, especially with the depth that they have.
Zariah Cavanaugh is in there now for Station. Frank over to Rebecca Cook. Lines up the three, way off the mark. Pulled out of there by Station. Coming out there with the Burdette. 8-8 score, 2:38 to go. Kavanaugh into the paint. Lost the handle on it. Last touch by Franklin County.
Again, it's a good drive right there. She got down in the paint much like she did last night. Franklin County did a good job rotating over and knocking it away from her.
2:32, and we're going to have quickly up off the Bryant Station bench, Kyra Harden. Harden is a sophomore. And here comes the 7th grader for Franklin County. And that, of course, is Brooklyn Miles. She is a 7th grader.
Well, depth is definitely in Franklin County's favor. And you see Coach Ransom trying to rotate some players in here early to get his girls a break.
Looks like, yeah, Brooklyn Miles. She's got it on the left side, hangs and scores.
And there's the pressure in the half court again, turning Bryan Station over, leading to the transition basket.
10-8 on the lay-in by the 7th grader Miles of Franklin County. 2:05. Station, Martin thought about it, instead goes, kicks it out top to the basket and putting it up strong and laying it in. Nicely done by Harden.
I thought she got away with the walk, but it's a good drive.
Kyra Harden ties it at 10, a minute 49 in the first quarter. Franklin County and Bryan Station, girls 11th region championship. Three-pointer back of the rim, Nova Miles. Rebound of Princess Stewart. Can't get it to go. Maleka Frank battling. She puts it up, no. Maleka Frank down low, shovels it over, and the free throw, and it won't go there on the left side for Princess Stewart. Whistle foul call.
Franklin County's really struggling. That's 3 looks from inside the paint. They don't make any of them. 3 of 16 from the field. Well, they've got to shoot the ball better than that. It would hurt them the other night, but they got away with it because they could force turnovers. If they continue to shoot that way and Station doesn't turn the ball over, it could be a long night for Franklin County.
12 rebounds. That's Cozart, lines up a 3 off the left side of the iron, rebounded by Stewart. We're tied at 10. Destiny upset with herself on that 3. To the basket, Kilborn lost the handle on it, picks it up though, and we're going to have a travel called on Deja Kilborn. Earlier today, Dunbar won. Well, that was a good game with Dunbar and Henry Clay. Great high school basketball game.
Well, I think the longer this one stays close, the more obviously it favors Bryan Station because the pressure goes to Franklin County if they can keep it close.
Hard into Kavanaugh. She works down over to Martin, lines up the 3 off the front of the iron this time. Late whistle, and it's going to be a push, and it's going to be a push on Stations. I believe Asia Hall is going to be called for that one. That was a way. You know, Jalen Martin's shot look online from here, just went off the front of the iron, but she's definitely got that 3-stroke. She's 2 for 3 behind the line. We're tied for 10. She's got 6 of the 10 Station points.
Well, the difference on that one was Princess Stewart got to her and got up in the air and made her shoot it over top of her and altered her shot a little bit. So.
And I'm looking at the girl that was at Savannah Courtney, and she's over there on the table, the trainer's table, and not looking good.
No, it does not. Trainers are still working on her.
Becca Cook, Aristea, 15-footer won't go, but coming out there with it, Kavanaugh, Zariah Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh off the left side, banks it in. Are they going to count it? Did they count it, Coach?
No, they did not, but that's 2 fouls. Who'd they give that to?
First foul, I think they called there on
Rebecca Cook.
Yeah, Cook.
I thought they were going to call that on Princess Stewart. That was going to be her second.
Cozart's got it with 25 seconds here. Foul did go on Cook. That's her first, team second. Kavanaugh to the basket, ain't blocked by Aristea, but picked back up and laid in by Burdett. 12-10. Bryan Station by 2 with 8 seconds. Let's see what they come over to Aristea, back to Princess Stewart. 2 seconds. Turning around as Kilburn shot won't go. As we head to the second quarter, Bryan Station 12, Franklin County 10 here at the girls 11th region tournament. We'll return on PrepSpin after this timeout.
Choosing a college is about setting a course, a path that leads to your destination. At EKU, the adventure is what lies in between. Eastern Kentucky University. Great journeys begin here.
Gary Ball, Coach Scott True, the Lexington Catholic Lady Knights head basketball coach, former GRC, took the 10 team, or was it 11, to the Sweet 16?
We did. The first time that we'd been there in about 15 years and got there. And then what I was saying about Franklin, we were the defending regional champs, supposed to come back and do it again. And we got in the finals, and it stayed close, and we got a little tight, and it really hurt us. So Coach Thacker, I'm sure, likes the pace, but he's not real happy with the score right now.
Kavanaugh gives it up now to Shannon. She loses it to Franklin County. Princess Stewart coming out of there, the junior. And Kendall Talley, here is a shot put up and in by Deja Kilborn. And Bryan Station, boy, something Coach Ransom did not like. Ransom called the timeout because he is really over there up in the grill, looks like, of Kiara Shannon.
Well, she went for the steal. The ball came into Kilborn, and she tried to steal it and allowed Kilborn to get by her. And it looks like the Station's plan is just to keep Franklin in front of them and make them shoot perimeter jump shots. And right now they're shooting 4 of 19, so that plan is working.
7:39 to go in the first half. We're tied at 12. One thing, White, Greer, and Maggard, Raising Cane's Chicken, Whitaker Bank shot, UK Sports Medicine, Central Bank. Bob Roberts Insurance right here in Richmond on Main Street. Bob Roberts, Joe and John Roberts. Give them a call. They're Roberts Insurance. They insure half the state of Kentucky. The Scholastic Ball Report Saturdays at noon on the CW. And the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. Don Gavin, the great staff at Sutherland Chevrolet. 12-12, Coach. What do you think so far?
The pace is what Franklin wants, but Bryan Station's handled it well.
Kozart. Kick it over to Burdett, and that's an air ball. Cook came out and challenged that shot. Here comes Princess Stewart, tied at 12. 7:19 in the first half. Princess Stewart over to Talley. And here's going to be a traveling call there on the move by Kilborn.
Franklin doing the right thing, trying to get inside since the outside shots aren't falling. Kilborn's just got to catch that and finish that.
12-12 game here in the second quarter, 7:06. First half action. Kozart going backdoor to Burdett, and the old Princeton backdoor works as Burdett lays it up.
They made him pay for trying to trap right at half court.
Lee DeForest would like that play. He stresses that Princeton backdoor, Princeton offense. Ball knocked away, steal, trying to go to Kilborn. Ball picked up, they give it now to Kilborn the other way. She drives and misses it. Rebound to Talley, and a foul's going to be called on Martin.
Well, again, the buckets that Franklin County's getting predominantly are in transition after they forced a turnover.
Bryan Station Lady Defenders 14, Lady Flyers of Franklin defending 11th Region Champs 12. At the line, Franklin County. Free throw rattles in there for Kendall Talley. That's her first point of the game. Look at some shooting numbers. 6 of 16 for Station, 38%. 4 of 19, 21% for Franklin County.
And Franklin County's had better looks. They've been in the paint. They've had some easy looks. They just can't finish.
Rebounding edge belongs to Franklin County, 16-10. And you've got 5 already for Courtney. Of course, Savannah's a young lady that was injured, I believe, right?
Yes, that's her.
She's over there on the training table with a towel wrapped around. I don't know if she's going to get back in here.
Doesn't look like it.
Left wing, Martin, little hang, off glass, no, can't get it to roll. Coming out of there is Malika Frank. Frank over to Cook, bobbles it for a moment, and we're going to call a travel there on the turnover.
That's 7 turnovers now for Franklin County here in the first quarter and a little less than 2 minutes. And Coach Thacker's not going to be happy with that either.
6:20 to go here in the first half of the 11th Region Girls Championship. Monday night it'll be the boys. Here's a steal by Rebecca Cook. Great steal. Cook down the lane and going to lay it up and in. Great move there by Rebecca Cook. She has that move down where she kind of takes that arm around, you know, like windmill, and then finishes, and there's going to be a ball hitting the knee. It's going to go back to Station. So right now Franklin County on the Rebecca Cook lay-in and steal. Nice steal out here by Cook as well.
It was, and again, the pressure for Franklin County is beginning to gear up a little bit, and Bryan Station's got to do a better job of handling that.
16-14. Lead belongs to Franklin County. Under 6 minutes to go in the first half. With it is Martin, and she is going to be called out of bounds. A little bit of contact there.
Well, I think she came. One official was going to call foul. The other official said when she caught it, she came down out of bounds before Frank bumped her. So good break there for Franklin County.
Princess Stewart cross the line, looking at the station zone now. Comes over to Rebecca Cook. Back to Princess Stewart. Long three out front. Knocks it down. Princess Stewart. That's her first basket, and it's a big one. It gives Franklin County a 5-point lead, 19-14.
She was a good foot behind the three-point line there.
Pass to Cozart, crossing over. Cozart, little floater, bullseye.
Nice move.
Nice little butterfly floater there.
Got it up over the defenders.
19-16. Over comes Rebecca Cook. Here's a three-pointer out of the corner, back of the rim. Won't go there for Kilborn. There's Princess Stewart following. That won't go. Rebecca Cook battling with Cozart, and Cozart knocked it out of bounds.
Well, partly because they missed a lot of shots, but probably because they caught the rebound really well. Franklin County's already got 19 rebounds for the game.
Comes over to Kilborn. There's a three off the iron. Tapped around. Cook is battling with Burdett. And I tell you what, Rebecca Cook, she may be struggling a little bit with her shot, although she did knock down that layup. But she's got steals, she's rebounding, and she's really doing a lot of things in there you need her to do.
Yeah, she's a really long guard, tough to defend, tough to get off the glass.
Frank has it stolen by Cozart. Destiny Cozart. Malika Frank back, though. Cozart loses it off her knee. She's falling to the floor. Yeah, and the official's going to call a foul there on Franklin County. Let's see who they get that on. I think they're calling on Princess Stewart.
It is, and that'll be her second.
Yeah, so Princess Stewart picks up her second foul. That may send her to the bench, one of the top players for Franklin County. I guess when you look at their team, you know, Malika Frank, the Western commit, Princess Stewart, and Rebecca Cook, that would be their three superstars.
It really is.
With a lot of other great players around them.
Coach Stacker's going to trust Princess to play with 2 fouls.
In the middle it goes, Burdett, little fadeaway, got it! Kara Burdett.
That's a big shot.
That was a nice fadeaway. 19-18, Franklin County's 5-point lead is now 1, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Kilborn looking. Back to Cook in the middle to Malika Frank. Over in the corner goes Aristia. There's Princess Stewart. Lobs in the corner to Kilborn. She lines up the three, in and out. There's Malika Frank, though. Offensive board, good.
The zone blockout assignments are hurting Bryan Station right now because that's 3 straight possessions where Franklin County's got at least 2 opportunities.
Malika Frank now with 4. Burdett to the basket on. Frank throws it up, draws the contact. It's going to be 2 shots, and well, I tell you what, Kara Burdett said, I don't care if you are Malika Frank. I'm bringing it right at you and see what you can do, and do the foul.
She's a tough, hard-nosed player. She's had a really good season, and you know, obviously, in those free throws the other night against Lafayette late, she hit 4 late to keep them in the game were huge.
21-18, but at the line, Kara Burdett. And she's normally a good free throw shooter. I didn't want to say that because I don't want to jinx her, but man, she looked good on that one. And it's now 21-19, Coach, 4:08 in the first half. We got a good one here in the girls' 11th region championship.
We really do. And Station's handled things well. They're getting to the rim and getting good shots and able to hit them tonight.
They're taking it right to Franklin County.
They really are.
Nice free throw shooting by Burdett. By the way, she's got 8 points. Burdett with 8, and we still have 4:06 to go in the first half. 21-20, Franklin County by 1. They led by as many as 5. There's Princess Stewart. Got it!
Wow. Again, she's a good foot behind the three-point line.
24-20 on the big 3 by Princess. Her second three-pointer of this 11-3 high pass coming over to Burdett. Burdett goes in, dumps it over to Shannon, and it's rejected there by Frank, but before the rejection, travel call.
And Shannon's had it and saw Frank coming at her and shuffled her feet.
Checking in will be Brooklyn Miles. Going out will be Kilborn. You lose size on that, but with Miles you get a lot of quickness.
You do. And both coaches playing a little more of their bench, but again, Frank County been a little deeper, may help them in the second half.
24-20. Franklin County by 4. Cook back out top to Princess Stewart. She goes deep in the corner to Rebecca Cook. Down the lane, throws it up and in. Shannon was there, and Rebecca Cook just kind of waited and then bided her time and laid it up and had 4 points for Cook now.
Yeah, that's a big-time move by Rebecca Cook.
26-20. And pick off, steal by Cook. Leads it out to Aristia. Aristia to the basket, missed the layup.
Wow.
Coming down there with it is Kavanaugh. And we're going to have a timeout called as Kavanaugh was streaking down court. But Coach Ransom, he gets another timeout. 26-20. Let's look at some numbers from this ball game. We got 6 points for Princess Stewart. Also 7 rebounds.
She's gone inside really well for them. And Franklin County's shooting percentage is up now. I say up now to 30% because it was about 16%. This is a dangerous 3 minutes for Bryan Station. They're a little fatigued. The depth is starting to wear on. Franklin County's hit a few more shots. They really got to be careful here that doesn't get away from them here in this last 3 minutes of the second quarter.
It'll be Scott County and Dunbar Monday night for the boys 11th Region Championship, 7:30. Join us for that one. And also Coach Lee DeForest will work with me on that game.
That should be a really good ball game. Scott County's pretty young too, and Dunbar's a little more experienced, but you never know when you get in the regional final and you put those two teams out there together what's going to happen.
Darius Williams with 31 today for Dunbar, 19 for Tavion. The big three for Dunbar combined for 60 of their 70. They won 70-62.
That's a tough three to guard though.
Leander Ridgway struggled today as far as scoring and shooting for Henry Clay, but Tisdale stepped up big again as always. You're right, these last 3 minutes of this half critical for Station. They're down 26-20. They want to let it get away from them here in the girls 11th region title. Martin skips it over in the corner, deep it goes now, and to the basket, Iguodaro, no, rebounded by Cook.
And Rebecca Frank rotating over, challenging that shot.
Cook over to Princess Stewart. Malika Frank to the basket, won't go, rebounded, Destiny Cozart. Cozart with it. Now takes it on the dribble. Cozart down the middle, cut off by Cook to the basket and banks it home. Tough shot there by Cozart with Cook all over her.
Well, Coach Thacker's not happy with her getting in the paint against that zone. She's done that a couple times. They got to do a better job of containing the dribble.
26-22. Franklin County here's Princess Stewart, and it's off the mark. She was looking for her third three. There's Burdette wanting to come out with it. Burdette leads it out to Iguodaro. High off the glass, no, and rebounded by Princess Stewart. She's got, 8 rebounds now, I think.
She's done a really good job on the board.
Princess Stewart runs into the Station player. Charge is going to be called there. There to take it was Shannon.
And that's Princess Stewart's third foul, too.
So she'll have to go to the bench. Checking in for her will be Kendall Talley, the sophomore. So
well, that's going to hurt them in the last 2 minutes, and it could be big in the second half.
She's their three-point weapon. I mean, just look at the shooting here so far. Stewart has hit 2 of their 3 three-pointers.
Yeah, and she hit 2 in a row from deep. So
steal by Cook with those long arms. Cook leads it out to her teammate, and Miles hanging. It rolls in there. She will get the soup and the sandwich.
Well, that's a tough play for a 7th grader.
Good pass by Rebecca Cook.
And that was set up by Talley, who just came in with a tip and causing the turnover on Bryan Station.
28-22, Franklin County by 6. Miles makes it 29-22. Did she play on her middle school team this year?
I don't
know.
They
were pretty good.
Yeah, if she did, I'm sure they were.
29-22, minute 38. Iguodaro gives to Cozart. They haven't gotten Martin any good looks here. She's way out front. Zone by Franklin County. 126.
If she gets another good look and somebody gives it to her, it's probably going to hear from Coach Thacker pretty quickly.
Iguodaro goes in on Cook. Right side, put it up, no. Batted around, and Cook's got it. Here comes Rebecca Cook with that left-hand dribble. Down the lane and stops right side. And left side lays it up and in.
That's a tough play.
6 for Cook. Cook now with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals.
Yeah, she's had a great half.
Stat stuffers, we call it. 31-22. And there's going to be a foul. 2 shots coming now to Destiny Cozart.
Thought the officials done a really good job. Not sure I agree with that one. Cook just reached in and knocked that away.
Foul went on Rebecca Cook. That's her second. But remember, Princess Stewart has 3. Cozart's free throw in and out.
Coach Stacker's not taking any chances. He's going to get Rebecca Cook out for this last 55 seconds. But with Princess Stewart on the bench, Franklin County's actually stretched their lead from 6, up to 9 now. So
55 seconds. Cozart, and she knocks it down. 7 for Destiny, 31-23. Franklin County by 8, 51 seconds here in the first half. Malika Frank over to Talley. Over to Miles, now to Aristia. Skips it over to Talley. Back to Frank. Penetrating, Miles to the basket and puts it in.
Wow.
She does not play like a 7th grader.
She does not, and she's got 7 points in the first half.
To the basket, Iguodaro. She's trying to get on track. Iguodaro's not scored.
Yeah, that's a bad shot right there with only 20-some seconds to go before halftime.
10-point lead for Lady Flyers. That's their biggest lead, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And hold for the last one.
33-23. So putting it down is Frank. Over. Here's Aristia, long 3, off the mark. Tracked down by Talley. Turns, throws it up, off the rim, no. But we go to the locker room. Franklin County 33, Bryan Station 23 here at halftime. We'll come back and break it down and look at the first half numbers here. 33-23, Franklin County on top of the station. When we return here on PrepSpin after this timeout, we'll come back.
White, Greer, and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
I am Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm Other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Kentucky's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back here to halftime, and Jake Jacobs joins us, the athletic trainer from Bryan Station. Jake the Snake, as I call him. Hello, Mr. Jacobs.
Hello, how are you doing, Gary?
I'm doing good, sir. We'll get that microphone right up there. Jake, what about the injury there in that first half? I know you're the trainer for Station, but the injury to Savannah Courtney, the young lady from Franklin County, what are you hearing?
I just saw what you saw on the sideline there. It happened right in front of us. He just went down hard.
Right.
Can't tell what was what.
It's been a great tournament by Bryan Station's girls. Are in the finals here. When was the last time Bryan Station girls were in the regional final?
Oh, it's been a while. I was trying to tell my wife on the way down here, trying to figure out last time we were down here. Seems like we're getting beat by every time we play by Franklin County, so I don't know.
And right now
I know that 92 is the last time we went to state.
Yeah, and you're down 10 points here at halftime. Looking at Igadero, you know, she gets going in the second half. But, Jake, what do you think the station can do maybe in the second half to get back in it?
You know, just got to be patient.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit the shots. They're just rushing shots when they get down underneath, I think. And
Get-
you know, to play within themselves. Like,
Get Jayla Martin some three-point looks, too, because she certainly could knock down that three-pointer. She's 2 for 3 from 3. Shooting 37%, so they're shooting better than Franklin County's only shooting 32%.
see the points off turnovers are big.
19 huge, yeah. Jake, March is National Athletic Training Month, so what's going on at the UK Sports Medicine?
I can't believe it's March already. We got the new building over there on Turfland Mall. All excited about that. It's nice and large and plenty of room. Athletic Training Month, we have our big meeting for the region down in Atlanta. I think it's the 11th. It's going to be fun getting down there because of the Jellicoe Mountain problem. But,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Get to everybody else.
Might have to get a helicopter or something
Yeah,
to get over
exactly.
the land, the mountain, the slope, it kind of, the whole road, half the road's gone, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I heard.
We're talking with Jake Jacobs from Bryan Station. And then, after this, you swing right into baseball and softball.
Well, believe it or not, we're supposed to have a scrimmage today, but we canceled because of the rain. But it started 2 weeks earlier than usual. March 14th is opening day for softball and baseball. We open up at home. Both teams open home. I can't remember against who, but I know it's March 14th, and I think we got a game like almost every day scheduled, it seems like.
How long now have you been the athletic trainer at Bryan Station?
I think it was added up as 25 years, believe it or not.
25 years?
25 fast years.
Yep. And you do a terrific job.
Thank
and
you.
What is it you like most about the Bryan Station community? I know they love you over there. They've accepted you like family.
Yeah, I think it's the appreciation. That's all I really enjoy about my job is a big thank you.
Yeah.
And then to see the kids come back from ACL, we got a couple on the floor right now.
Right.
That's come back from ACL.
Yeah, and it's a shame because I believe it's the Byers girl. Didn't she have an injury? Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's a shame about her. But, you know, you look at your team. Cozart is a really nice player. Igadero. Tell me about the Shannon girl because she seems like she's really improved a lot.
Yeah, her dad's also assistant coach, so that kind of helps her get more extra shots up in practice time.
Well, second half, earlier today, Dunbar, a team that you're familiar with too. They won. Scott County won. So the boys Monday night it'll be Scott County and Dunbar. And I believe it's been since '97.
That's what Michael Fields tweeted earlier today.
Yeah.
How was the crowd for that? Was it big?
Yeah, really good crowd
That's
today.
great. That's great.
Wasn't packed, but about 3/4 capacity here at the alumni.
Regular season, we didn't get much of a crowd for home games like we used to.
What do you think's up with that? What do you think's up with the crowd?
I think it's maybe social media, maybe you can watch it online, or just other things to do, really, truly. I don't know if it's transportation or the money to get into games, but just the crowds were down real big time for city games.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Jake, we appreciate all you do. And tell us about some of the other staff there at UK Sports Medicine.
We have all our doctors are sports medicine certified, and we also have fellowship programs for doctors who want to become sports medicine specialists. And then we have two of the doctors, all the doctors work with UK Athletics.
And you staff all the Fayette County public schools, is that correct?
Exactly, all the Fayette County schools. We have some outreach schools too.
And when will the new high school be, the new Fayette County high school?
I believe it's 2017.
Right, that's what I heard.
And that's going to change the district up a little bit.
Right. How you like that 1080p picture there?
That is great.
On PrepSpin.
Yeah, my buddy's over there doing that.
William Warfield, yeah. Oh, who's with the?
David's over there, David Miller.
Okay,
Good guy.
yeah. And I'll tell you what, Jake, we appreciate everything you do with all the high school kids. You got the walk-in clinic, but it's always good to talk to you and look forward to seeing you. When are you coming out to the ball report again?
I guess our girls are coming out Tuesday. I can see if I come out Tuesday. I don't think I have a game.
Sounds great.
Yep, now we do have a walk-in clinic every weekday at 7:30.
Right. Walk-in clinic Thank you, JJ.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
Tremendous
Thanks
job.
for having me. Thank you very much. That's what I do it for, the appreciation.
Thank you, sir. That's Jake Jacobs, who does a terrific job as the athletic trainer at Bryan Station. And Coach Drew, we got the stats there, so if you don't mind, yeah, that's at halftime. And take a look at those halftime numbers for us.
Well, I think the big thing is Franklin County doubled their shooting percentage in the second quarter and won that quarter 23-11. They went from 16% up to about 32%, so a really good second quarter for them. You know, if you look at numbers and things to look at, I think 26 rebounds for Franklin County, 14 for Bryan Station. Turnovers are about even. Cozart with 7 points and Kara Burdette with 8 for Bryan Station. Look, Burdette played a great first half. She got a little winded, had to go to the bench second half, and again, that's into that second quarter. You know, for Franklin County, Malinka Frank with 4. You got Rebecca Cook with 6. Bridget Stewart with 6, 2 big threes. You know, Savannah Courtney had 5 before she went out. And then the 7th grader, Miles Brooks, with 7 points. She was really a huge difference for Franklin County there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, late. You know, she came in and it wasn't afraid, just went in and played. Especially with Bridget Stewart on the bench with 3 fouls. You know, kudos to her. But that, again, look at what she's playing against in practice every day. And she's not going to see a lot better than whenever she plays.
33-23. We'll come back here on PrepSpin. We'll take a break, come back with more here at halftime. We still got 5:40, 33-23. And we're back here at halftime here on PrepSpin. And it is half 33-23. Third game I've called today, Coach. As you know, I did both boys games. Now back here doing the girls third game today, and we've got the boys championship Monday night.
Now you've been busy. You got to be a little tired today, I would think. Well, 3 great games today, and this one's turned into a real battle here in the first half too.
Want to help my guy.
I think as we look at the second half, if Bryan Station's got to get a good start, or they could have trouble. Down 10, the last 2 or 3 minutes there, they really got sped up and we're turning it over a little bit. And I think they're a little bit fatigued.
We're going to get a picture up there, Coach. He's going to take it there for you, Mr. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Turn it around. How about that? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
The officials got many talents here tonight. So
yes. We'll have to tweet that out. There's William.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And Coach Thru. Give us some more numbers there, Coach, so I can get this out.
I think part of the start of the second half, Franklin County, if they can score early and get back in that press and begin to turn Bryan Station over, I think it's critical for Bryan Station to cut this lead down. So when Franklin County does make a run, it doesn't go from 10 to 20. Maybe it goes, 2 back to 8 or 10 to give them a chance in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to get some scoring out of Bryan Station's out of Izzy, Igadero, and then they're going to have to get Martin back on that three-point line as we talked about. I think the way they get that is have Kavanaugh and Cozart drive to the basket and then draw the defense in and then get the kick out. I'm just watching both teams. Franklin County looks much more relaxed maybe than Bryan Station does, and that's because they've been here. They know how to get this done. They know how to win. They did it last year. So, again, the first 2 or 3 minutes is going to be critical for both teams, but maybe more so for Bryan Station.
What's your Twitter, Coach?
LexCath Coach.
LexCath Coach. I'm trying to Twitter here. LexCath. I don't type real well, so you got to work with me on that.
You can, man of many talents. You and William over here. Yep.
And PrepSpin. Okay.
Sending that stuff out.
Sending that. Actually tweeting as we do a broadcast.
There you go. The media's changed a little bit in the last 10 years.
It really has, but that's such a good picture. I want to get it out there. There we go. Got it out, Mr. Warfield.
There you go.
We're looking for that on Twitter. Follow me at SCH_ball report, and you'll see the picture I just tweeted out of Coach Thru, myself, and William Ford. Hey, William Warfield, right in front of the big Colonel here.
There you go. You couldn't do it much better.
I tell you. But, second half, Coach, what do you expect here in the second half?
Well, look for Franklin County to pick the pace back up, try to trap, and stretch this lead very quickly. And again, that pace I felt like bothered Bryan Station toward the end of the second quarter.
Right.
And they'll try to make that happen again. And it's big for Franklin County that Prentice Stewart doesn't get that fourth foul early.
I think they got to get Martin open for some more threes. She was 2 of 3. And I think Igadera, who's held scoreless in that first half, has got to get on track for Bryan Station.
Well, and I know Franklin County's missed a lot, but they've taken 13 more shots than Bryan Station too. And they want to continue that trend also.
It'll be Princess Stewart, Aristia, Kilborn, Frank, and Rebecca Cook for Franklin County. They give to Cook. She bounces over now to Deja Kilborn. And here's Princess Stewart and knocks it down, a jumper out of the left side just inside the line.
Nice set play to start the second half. Gets Stewart open in that corner and gets that 1-2-2 zone.
12-point lead for Franklin County. I believe that's definitely their biggest lead, Coach.
Yes, it is.
Here's Burdette, about a 15-footer, back of the rim. No, rebounded. Coming out of there with it is Deja Kilborn. She hands it to Princess Stewart. Just starting the second half, Stewart already knocked down a baseline jumper. She's got the ball over to Rebecca Cook. Swings it over to Kilborn. Back to Malika Frank. In the middle to Princess Stewart. Turns open from 10. Knocks it down.
Wow, she's had a great game through the foul trouble. Quick 4 points to start the second half.
That gives her double figures, Coach, with 10.
She's playing really well. Station really needs to get something at the rim here. Maybe get to the foul line, stop this run by Franklin County.
Martin, Jalen, kicks it deep in the corner to Cozart, knocked down there by Princess Stewart. I hate to say it, but Station's starting to look a little tired to me.
Yeah, they are. And I think
at Cozart taking the ball out, really winded over there, taking the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Franklin County just wears on you with their depth.
Cozart, left hand jumper, and she may be tired, but she knocked down the jumper, makes it 37-25.
She's played really well tonight. Her and Burdette have been the offense for Bryan Station.
Princess Stewart with 10 two-quick baskets here in the second half. 6:37 in the third, and it's Franklin County up by 12. Princess Stewart cut off there by Shannon. Comes out to Kilborn, over to Aristia, to Rebecca Cook, and ball knocked away there by Igadera. Igadera, who averages 12 points, and she's been held scoreless right now.
She has the length of Franklin County. She's a little bit smaller. It's really bothered her on her shot tonight, particularly when she's driven, and Frank's been standing to challenge her shots.
Princess Stewart to Cook. Aristia, ball knocked away, stolen away. Cozart with Cook back and Frank. Cozart down the middle, off glass, and put it in. Nice move there, yeah. Cozart, win glass. Win glass. What, William, what'd he say?
He's back on Twitter. He's all about it.
Pass in the corner. We'll look at it on the break. Goes now to Malika Frank, and she powers it up and in.
That's a tough move over Shannon. Referees just did a play on there. I like the no call there.
Yep.
And now Franklin County changing defenses again. Cozart for the deep three.
Missed it, but there's Igadera. Left side, Igadera. Back to Cozart. Martin open over there. Cozart doesn't find her, but takes it off glass. No, Rebecca Cook there battling, and coming out there with it is Princess Stewart. Stewart over to Aristia. 5:18. Here's Cook going baseline, stops and throws it up and fouled there by Cozart. That will send Rebecca Cook to the line. She'll shoot a couple of free throws.
Very good drive and to challenge the inside. She's had a whale of a game. She's had a really good tournament, and she's kind of the unsung hero for this team. She does so many different things for them.
Well-rounded. Knocks down the free throw. She's got 7 points. Coach said it. She's got also 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, a block.
And now 8 points as she knocks down the second free throw. She had a really good game.
Yeah, she averages about 13 points a game. Early in or about midway through the season, she was our leading rebounder with 7.5 boards.
She's tough to block out coming down off the top of that zone.
She's
so long.
Yeah.
She is.
And she's 5'9". Ball knocked away, and there's Cook on the steal by Aristia. Princess Stewart. Princess stops from 15, and it's off the mark, but she's fouled by Igadera.
Izzy hit her elbow as she went up.
That's the second team foul, and against Igadera, that's going to be her third, I believe.
Yeah, she's really struggling tonight with the length and speed of Franklin County.
At the line, Princess Stewart. We got an assistant coach right behind us, don't we?
We do. She's helping. She's helping somebody, Coach. I think she's helping the referees a little bit too.
She's definitely working it.
She is.
Here comes the second one from Princess Stewart, and you know, after 3 ball games, you do get a little stir crazy, I got to admit. As both free throws connected there, and it's 43-27. Igadera on Cook. Ball comes out and picked up, and turning around off glass, banking it home is Shannon. Of course, the daughter of one of the assistant coaches. It's her first bucket.
Big bucket for them there to stop that run.
Frank has it knocked away and picked up by Shannon. She gets to Cozart. Cozart back down to Burdette. Martin wide open. Boy, they didn't see her. Now they give it to her. But then Princess Stewart closes on her. Time to give her the ball. She had a wide open 3.
She did. Got to get it to her.
She's open now. They get it to her now. She thought it moves right side. Launches from 17. Off the rim, no. And Princess Stewart, great hustle there to Malika Frank. Frank in the front court. Flyers, Lady Flyers 43, Lady Defenders 29. Stewart tripped up as she goes to the basket. There's the old Grayson Allen play.
Well, again, the pace now is quickening, and that's not going to help Bryan Station, particularly late, in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. Coach Ransom started to call a timeout there and then hesitated, so maybe he's going to wait, see if they can get another bucket.
What can Station do, Coach True, to get back in this thing? Down 14 now, biggest lead for the Lady Flyers.
Well, they got to get some stops. One stop, one bucket at a time, not try to do it all at once. And then they've got to handle the pressure in the half court from Franklin and get some good looks.
Princess Stewart pounding it down, 3:47 over Rebecca Cook. Won't go. Cook taps, but coming down with it is Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh's got it for Bryan Station. Down the middle on Cook. Cavanaugh, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Is that going to go on Cook? If it does, that'll be her third.
Yes.
So Rebecca Cook has picked up her third to join Princess Stewart, has done a good job staying away from her fourth with 3:33 to go here in the third.
She has him right there. Cavanaugh on the attack into the paint, and they've got to have that out of her and Cozart, and a little bit out of Izzy as she goes right down the lane.
Igadera, and foul's going to be called there on Malika Frank.
And if you want an answer in the half court for Bryan Station, what they've done this possession is it. Drive in, get to the paint, draw the foul, or kick out to the three-point shooter.
Of course, Franklin County, as you mentioned, Coach, who was it they played in the state tournament last year?
Allen County Scottsville.
Allen County Scottsville.
And Morgan Rich was their star player, and they really struggled from the field and got off to a horrible start. And Allen County was just too good for them to come back on. And again, they've played with quite the chip on their shoulders, wanting to get back there to show what they can do at that, at that event.
Igadera, ball knocked down there by Kyra Harden, the young lady. 43-30. Franklin County, this is the girls' 11th region championship in front of a good crowd here at Alumni Coliseum. Gary Ball, Scott True, the coach at Lexington Catholic, William Warfield producing. Cook. Becca Cook, who has 8 points. Right side Aristea, the three, no good, and Cook knew with 3 fouls she couldn't fight for that rebound. And coming out there with it is Kavanaugh. Bounces down low. Gadara. She's going to be fouled by Malika Frank.
Again, piece of the paint for Kavanaugh. She got in the lane, found Izzy cutting, and you're right back at the foul line. If they're going to get back in it, that's the way they're going to do it. Then eventually make that zone shrink in where you can kick it out for a 3-point shot.
And also, you stop that clock when you're shooting free throws. That's the best way to play basketball when you're trailing. Stop the clock and put points on the board.
And
doesn't take a rocket science.
No, it does not. And that's Frank's third, too. So now Cook and Frank both have 3, and Princess Stewart has 3.
But Igadera really struggling. I mean, from the field. In this game, Igadera has not made a field, 0 for 5 from the field. She just 1 of 3 at the line. She does have 3 rebounds.
Yeah, she's a very emotional player, and sometimes that roller coaster goes downhill, and it's tough to get it back. She misses both free throws.
That one rolls off. Cook kicks it back now to Kilborn. Right side Aristea, 3 off the rim. No, there's Cook battling, and stuck off glass and good there by Princess Stewart, who's had a great second half. Princess Stewart now in the ballgame, 14 points to lead everybody. Blocked from behind by Cook. Igadera's shot. Well, great anticipation there by Rebecca Cook.
And again, Izzy's beginning to press a little bit now. There was, 3 Franklin County defenders standing there, and she forced that up. She's fortunate they get it back out of bounds on a block.
Cook goes out as checking back in is Brooklyn Miles. Had 7 points in the first half. Miss Miles did. 45-30. Franklin County fifth. Here's a strip and a steal. By who else? Miles. Miles drives and puts it up, and she's got 9 points.
You picked the pocket of one of the best players in the region in Cozart.
Coach Thacker.
And then go coast to coast for the layup.
Coach Thacker getting his fans fired up, revved up over there along the way.
He really did not like that call on the bump there. He senses now they've really got a chance to put Bryan Station away here if they can continue this run.
47-30. I tell you, this young 7th grader, Brooklyn Miles, 9 points off the bench.
Yeah, she's going to be special.
Kara Burdette hands it over to Jalen Martin. Well, they just haven't been able to get her anything, have they, Coach?
They have not.
She made 2 threes early, I believe, and that's been the extent of it. Yeah, that's 2 threes in the first quarter. It made 1 sense. Zariah Kavanaugh, right side. Burdette won't go. She kind of hesitated and double clutched, and here comes Kilborn. Princess Stewart, what a rejection there by Cozart. Great block by Cozart. Burdette's got 3 on 2 down the middle. Over to Martin, and she lays it up and in. Jalen Martin.
Well executed fast break right there by Bryan Station.
47-32, lead 15 for the Lady Flyers. Minute 37 to go in this third quarter. Malika Frank kick it over to Aristea. Long 3, no good. Aristea after, but picking up Igadera. Princess Stewart back. Igadera drives on her and hangs and puts it in. First field goal by Igadera.
Princess Stewart really couldn't challenge that. Didn't want to pick up that 4th foul.
There's Miles in the middle of Malika Frank to the basket and put it up and in.
That's a tough move. Again, Franklin County shooting percentage continuing to climb now up to 37%.
Long 3 by Martin, off the rim, no. Rebounded though by Kavanaugh and Frank, and she throws it up and in. Nice job by Kavanaugh.
Well, that's the thing now. You can, right now, Bryan says, can challenge Frank on the inside because she's got 3 fouls. She doesn't want to pick up that 4th.
And so does Stewart, and so does Cook when they're back in there. Of course, Princess is in there, but a couple subs ready to come in for Joey Thacker. 36 seconds to go. 49-36. Franklin County Lady Flyers on top. They've led by as many as 15. Lob over now to Princess Stewart. Aristea, she skips it back over now to Miles. Deep in the corner, back to Miles, and it looks like they're just going to take the last shot here in the third, up 49-36. Malika Frank, strong to the basket, missed it. Rebound by Cozart, looks up, says, I got plenty of time. There's 10 seconds, 9. Cozart, right side, almost lost a handle on it. Kicks it out to Martin with 4. Martin's going to dribble in, and we're going to have a reaching foul called, and it's going to go on Kilborn.
I don't know about that one. She's just dribbling around. Kind of bailed her out right there.
Coach Thacker bringing his 2 substitutes back to the bench now with 2.1 seconds. Yeah, I don't either, but that was the 5th team foul against Franklin County Lady Flyers.
Only 3 team fouls on Bryan Station.
So here's a running shot. Won't go there for Igadera. Well, we head to the final quarter. Franklin County girls 8 minutes away from going back to the state tournament. This year it's going to be up in Northern Kentucky at NKU, BB&T Arena, 49-36. Franklin County by 13, and we'll return here to the 11th Region Girls Championship on PrepSpin after this timeout. Gary Ball, as Coach Scott True, Lexington Catholic girls coach. William Warfield. Night Vision, PrepSpin here at the Alumni Coliseum, starting the 4th quarter. And Coach Station will start down a 13-point hole.
Yeah, they've got to get a good start here. The fatigue may be sitting on them a little bit, and they're also getting a little frustrated with the length and just the constant pressure that Franklin County puts on you.
Burdette, and that's Jalen Martin, knocked away there by Miles. Dogging Miles. Martin, and she gets it to Kozart, crossing over. Kozart, a floater, good.
Very nice move. Every time Station can penetrate and get a piece of the paint, good things are going to happen for them.
And for Kozart, she now has 13 points. 49-38. Franklin County's tally. Princess Stewart, and she traveled with it. Took an extra step before she got that shot off. You know, if Jalen Martin or somebody could come down, knock down a 3 or a couple threes back-to-back, Bryan Station will be right back in this thing.
Right, there are plenty of time left. We just don't need to get in a hurry. And now with Frank on the bench and Cook on the bench, it'd be a great time to make a run for Bryan Station.
Get over to Burdette. Burdette to the basket, and she can't hit it on the right side. Had a good look. Rebounded by Kilborn. She's going to bring it across herself now. Kilborn over to Princess Stewart. Miles. Back to Kilborn. Down low and spinning and throwing it away there is Franklin County. That's Newton. Knocked away. Going to give it back to Station.
There's your 7th grader again for Franklin County, getting back, knocking the ball away, stopping the layup. Wow, she's had an unbelievable regional championship game.
Malika Frank, Rebecca Cook back in for Newton and Kilborn. 6:51 to play. And timeout on the floor. Franklin County 49 and Bryan Station 38, 6:51. Of course, remind you the boys 11th Region Championship Monday night at 7:30 right here on PrepSpin. It will be Dunbar and Scott County. You got the youth of Scott County, and of course Darius Williams with 31 today, and you got Tavion Hollingsworth. The big 3 for Dunbar, of course, Jordan Lewis, Darius Williams, and Tavion Hollingsworth.
Well, they're going to be tough to defend. And again, I said it to you the other night. I watched them in our district, and when they're hitting threes, they're as hard as anybody in the state to guard. So that'll be a great game. And of course, Scott County's been there, done that, and Coach Hicks does a great job. So will be a really good game Monday night on the boys' final.
7:30, then the St. Elizabeth Healthcare KHSAA Girls Sweet 16 gets underway Wednesday, BB&T Arena at noon. And then the boys is the following week.
Should be a great event in Northern Kentucky. Different venue this year for the girls. I'm excited to see what the change does for the tournament.
I'll be starting Wednesday. 6:51. Jalen Martin set the trigger. Loops it way out now to Igadero. Back over to Martin. High pass out to Igadera. She puts it down there on Miles. Miles almost got a steal. Miles Over it comes now to Kavanaugh. Lost the handle. Igadera picks it up, though. Franklin County's in a 2-3 right now.
Yeah, they're concentrating a little more on keeping Bryan Station out of the paint where Bryan Station has hurt them this half.
Igadera out to Cozart. Cozart bounces over to Igadera. Launches a three. Off the mark. Kavanaugh and Cook there battling. And knocked out. Last touch by Cook. And it'll go back to Station.
Good second opportunity for Bryan Station there. Kavanaugh did a good job getting position on Cook to get that rebound.
Good look over here by Igadera. Just couldn't get the three to go. For some reason they were not going to Martin, but she was open that time too. Here's Cozart, a long three, front of the iron no, and rebounded there. Rebecca Cook, pick up though by Igadera. That's Kara Burdett, and she lays it up and in.
Yeah, she got the steal from Cook, and Bryan Station making a little run now, got it down to 9.
49-40. Cook deep on the left side, back to Princess Stewart. They swing it over to Talley. Back to Miles. Miles into the lane. He's got an open lane. Fakes with the ball. Lays it up and in. That is not a 7th grader.
No, that's a big time move. And now, she almost forced a turnover too.
Igadera in trouble. Loops it way over to Destiny Cozart. She comes out to Kavanaugh down the lane. Good pass. Burdett, but got a piece of it. It was either Frank or Cook. Long pass to Miles running the floor. Lays it up and in.
Wow.
She's fouled. They will count the basket for Brooklyn Miles, a 5'4" 7th grader.
Well, she has really been a difference maker tonight, and as a coach, you love it. It's not just the offensive end. She talks on the defensive end. She's wreaking havoc with her pressure. Wow, what a great night for her.
She has 13 points as we look on here for Miss Miles. Yeah, 13 points.
She's 6 of 7 from the field.
14-point lead, 54-40, 5:22.
Another turnover.
Rebecca Cook with another steal. Cook down the middle, long pass to Talley. Stops with it, throws it up, won't go. Traveling call there on Talley. Kendall Talley.
Not too sure she walked right there. Coach Thacker was very sure she didn't walk right there.
5:14 to go here in the girls' 11th region championship. Franklin County trying to go back-to-back. You know, Lexington Catholic back in those days had those great teams. I think they won it 4 years in a row.
Yeah, they did.
Like
it's tough to repeat, and Franklin County's done a great job handling that this year.
Greg Todd.
Great players in that.
Absolutely. Kavanaugh spin shot, rolls it in. Nice move by Zariah Kavanaugh.
Every time it looks like Franklin's going to stretch it out and put it away, Bryan Station finds a way to get it inside and get a bucket.
54-42. Stripped away there. Great defense by Station's Kyra Harden. Kavanaugh hands it over to Martin to the basket, and she kicks it to Igadera. Igadera backs up. It's going to line up the three over Cook and hit it!
Down to 9 again.
54-45. 4:24. Bryan Station saying, hold on here a minute. 54-45. Franklin County on top by 9, but remember, they had it up to about, 15?
15, and, they had all the momentum, and then they, after that and one, and then they go down, they give up the bucket on the inside, then give up the 3 off the turnover. So Bryan Station can score points in a hurry, so Franklin's got to do a better job to take care of the ball.
And am I not mistaken, but didn't Franklin County go into that state tournament last year with a couple of key injuries?
They did.
Well, they're going to go in with key injury. Savannah Courtney, who started out so well in this game.
Yep.
She's on crutches right now. I don't know what. Of course, the girls' state tournament is only 4 days away.
Sure. Yeah, it doesn't look good. She's had ice on. It's her knee, and that's always a concern. You always worry about the ACL, the MCL there. But last year, Malika Frank played on a torn MCL through the regional tournament and the state tournament. So they are looking at that if they can pull this out. But they got to take care of this one first. And right now, I'm sure Coach Thacker's setting something up to get his team a good look, get them back in the press, and get them settled down.
Igadera, who could not buy anything in the first half, but she's still only 2 for 10. She did knock down that 3. She's got 6 points. She does have 4 rebounds, but Igadera starting to find her offense a little bit. Burdett has 10, and Destiny Cozart with 13, and Jalen Martin has 8. I still think if they could free up Jalen Martin for some good looks, she could knock down she went 5 for 5 in that first half the other night from 3. Cook, back to Malika Frank, over to Miles, to Kendall Talley, over to Rebecca Cook. 4:10 to play. Franklin County just 4 minutes and 6 seconds away from repeating, going back to the Sweet 16.
Well, if Franklin County's patient and the clock's working against Bryan Station, and Station has to come out and get the man-to-man, they're very tough to guard man-to-man.
Tally to the basket, throws it up, rolls off, rebounded by Shannon. Shannon leads it out now to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's played really well in this tournament.
Well, she has.
She might make the all-tournament too. I think it's an outside shot, but to the basket, Shannon, and we're going to have a travel. Great defense there by Rebecca Cook.
Yeah, she just walled up, put her hands up, challenged the shot, and caused Shannon to take an extra step.
3:36 remaining. 54-45 earlier today. Scott County won 58-50. Dunbar won 70-62. Here's a steal. Hardin's got it.
Opportunity for Bryan Station now.
Especially if they can knock a three down, but kick it deep in the corner. Here's a three by Igadera, and that's an air ball pulled out of there by Rebecca Cook. Cook wanting to streak down court. Left side. Slows it up a little bit with 3:10 to play. Franklin County by 9. Rebecca Cook to the basket. Looking. Bounces to Princess Stewart, and it's in and out. Nice rebound by Igadera. Went up over everybody. Igadera into front court, working on Tally. Igadera stopped, puts it up over Cook, and another rebound there by Rebecca Cook.
Again, a little bit forced there. There are 3 Franklin County defenders in the lane with her.
And put up and in by Miles. She's having
Who else?
the game of her life.
Well, she
16
really has.
points.
She really has. She got behind the defense, took a tough challenge shot, knocked it down.
Of course, this is kind of funny, but she's no longer a 7th grader.
No, she's not.
She's now 8th grader.
Yeah, she is. And she's playing like someone much older than that.
Yeah, playing like a sophomore or junior. 56-45, and we will keep it here.
That was a big exchange because you had it to 9. They had 2 possessions. You cut it down to maybe 5 or 6, and they came up empty on both of them.
Girls 11th Region Championship. Gary Ball, Scott True, coach at Lexington Catholic. Coach, how do you feel about, I know you're already thinking about it, next year's prospects?
Well, we were very young this year, and our kids are, I've already got kids in the gym working out and asking if they can get in, so pretty excited about that. We learned a lot this year. We had graduating 3 seniors. We're going to miss those 3, but really excited about next year and our young kids and what we've got coming up. It's always going to be tough in the 11th region, and I'm looking around. I don't see that Dunbar and Lafayette are graduating a whole lot, so it's going to be doubly tough next year. And
I did like the Sarah Bond girls. She hit the big 3 on the game we did to win the game, and also Caroline Osborne, who sat in with me at the district tournament.
Yeah, they did a nice job for us. We've got some young kids that are going to have to step into even bigger roles next year.
56-45, 2:36 to go in the 11th Region Championship. Franklin County, Lexington Bryan Station. Cozart a long 3, front of the iron, no, picked up by Igadera, puts it up, rolls out, and there's another rebound by who else? Princess Stewart. If I'm not mistaken, she's got 13 of them now, 13 rebounds.
And now Station's going to have to come out and trap down 11 with 2:15 to go.
Cook, ball knocked away by Igadera, 2:08 to go here. Princess Stewart, double-double tonight. She's got 14 points, 13 rebounds. Malika Frank, and that ball is knocked away, but foul's going to be called on Kara Burdett. Let's look at some of these individuals. You got Princess Stewart, 14 points, 13 rebounds. Miles has 16. And then you got Malika Frank and Rebecca Cook, 8 points, but Cook also has 7 rebounds. Malika Frank has 8 rebounds, so a lot of girls getting it done.
Well, you've got Malika Frank, Princess Stewart, Rebecca Cook, Deja Kilborn, Ariel Steele on your team, and yet you look down and then you get Miles, who's a 7th grader, comes in and gets you 16 points. That's usually going to work out pretty well for you.
Exactly.
When
that 16 you really didn't count on, I wouldn't think.
That's exactly right.
You was hoping you'd get something from her, but I don't think you were counting on 16 from a 7th grader in a regional final.
Going to make it awfully tough on everybody else for the next 5 years in the region, too.
Burdett strong to the basket, scoops it up and in. 58-47. Princess Stewart back to Rebecca Cook. Long pass now to Tally. She stops on the left side. Gives it back to Malika Frank. Well, there are some great ball handlers on this Franklin County team.
Yes, sir.
Malika Frank's one of them. Over to Princess Stewart. She's another. Rebecca Cook She's another great ball handler. A minute 26.
Station's got to think about fouling at some point, I would think.
Yeah, they're down 11 though, Coach. Stewart. Ball on the floor. Gadara dives in there. Jump ball, possession error. Will give it back to Franklin County. And Joey Thacker doesn't care that she's got 16. He's all up in.
He let her know.
He's upset with Miles.
You know, they're trying to hold it and spread it out, and she forced that pass, and he was right there letting her know about that.
Coach, I'm sure you know, she's a 7th grader.
Yeah.
We know.
But right now, like you said, she's not playing like one.
Yeah, she's not playing like a 7th grader. 16 big ones. Here's a steal and a bust out there by Kavanaugh. Left side, Kavanaugh goes to the basket on Frank. Lays nice move there by Kavanaugh. 58-49, maybe a little bit too late though for Bryan Station. 58-49, 56 seconds here, and did we get a timeout? Yeah, Coach Thacker got a timeout.
He's really upset with his team and their execution here late.
And if Franklin does win this region, Coach, they will play Wednesday at 1:30.
That's correct. And, you know, that's really, you know, a good draw. When I was at Clark and we went, you know, the one you want to avoid is that Thursday night late game, which we got. We won that night in double overtime, which really, you know, you don't get back to the hotel till 1:32 in the morning, and then you got to play the next night. So if Frank County can get a win on Wednesday, have a day off on Thursday, get ready for Friday, I think that's a huge bonus for them.
And we're going to look on here. It's Wednesday, March 9th. This region plays the 15th region at 1:30.
And I would think that'd be a pretty good matchup for Franklin. That depth and athleticism in that event is going to play big for them. And again, if they get there and get relaxed, I think they're going to be awfully tough to beat after what happened to them last year.
58-49, Lady Flyers. Long pass to Rebecca Cook from Princess Stewart, and she's going to be fouled. I think Jalen Martin's going to pick that one up, so that'll send. That should be the bonus situation. I believe that's a 17 foul against Station. How about that? These teams stayed out of that bonus until the 48-second mark.
And that was only the 6th foul.
That's only 6.
Yep.
They haven't been refreshing that as quick as I thought maybe that was a slow 6 there, or maybe 7. Cook on the right side. And it's stripped out of there. Coming out there with it, Cozart. And Cozart missed the layup. There's Rebecca Cook battling. And Kilborn and diving on the floor is Burdette with 34.4.
Franklin County very fortunate there that they didn't get scored on and cut this thing down to 7.
Cook. Kilborn comes over to Miles. Miles gives now to Princess Stewart. She lays it up and in. Princess Stewart with 16 points, 13 rebounds.
That's a great take and a great pass from her 7th grader.
60-49, and Franklin County's headed back to the state tournament. Martin a long 3, wouldn't bank in for it. Looked like it might go with 10 seconds. Cozart's going to steal it on Kilborn, throw it up baseline, no. There's Malika Frank, 4 seconds. Franklin County, 11th region repeat champion. Franklin County Lady Flyers as they win it 60-49. And the Lady Flyers will head to the state tournament and play the 15th region next Wednesday at 1:30. Franklin County, back-to-back 11th region champions.
Well, it's so tough to repeat. They've been the best team in the 11th all year long. They've really earned what they've gotten this year. They played an extremely tough schedule, playing Mercer, Bullitt East, E-Town, all those schools, and it paid off for them here tonight. You know, I'm really thrilled for Coach Thacker. He does a great job with his kids. Such a quality program they're running down there.
So Franklin County wins it 60-49. You see the celebration.
Yeah, they're having it. And, you know, there's no moment like this. You know, I've been privileged to coach in 3 regional finals, and we won the middle one, should have won the 3rd one, and there's nothing like it. But on the other side, you know, there's nothing like losing one either. And it's really hard when you fight all year and you get here and you come up a little bit short. But, you know, Bryan Station had a great year this year, and they did well to get here. And they just, you know, played just a better team. And Frank County is one of the best teams in the state of Kentucky.
They really are, and they'll take an outstanding record. And remember, this is a Franklin County team that just a week or two with the regular season knocked off the #1 team in the state, E-Town.
Yep.
So you know they can play with pretty much it. But I would think they'd be going to that state tournament with quite a bit of confidence, actually.
I would think so. And I said when they beat E-Town that I thought it would be a big win for them, showing that they can play against those teams and do those things. And that maybe that was the thing they were missing last year, and they've done that now. It's just a great job by them. And, they've got probably 6 or 7 kids that are going to play in college.
Yeah.
And you don't see many teams that have that.
And you know what's fun? The game we saw by Brooklyn Miles, it's going to be fun to watch her over the next, 5 years?
Yes.
I mean, she's a 7th grader,
Yes.
so 8th grade, 9th, 10th. It's going to be fun to watch her over the next 5 years. Because she had such a great state regional game here. We might as well call it a state game. The regional finals is as big as some of the state tournament games. But listen to this. 16 points, Coach, on 7 of 8 shooting from the field.
Yeah, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. I mean, wow, just a great job of that young lady. And again, she's got great players around her, and they were taking them and leaving her a little bit. She made them pay for it tonight.
She did. She's quick.
Yeah, she is. And the thing that I love as a coach is she talks on every defensive possession. She's directing traffic. She's telling people where to be. And boy, that takes a lot out of a 7th grader, especially when you're playing with the likes of who she's playing with.
Franklin County will take to that St. Elizabeth Healthcare KHSAA Girls Sweet 16 a 28-4 record against a pretty darn good schedule.
Yeah, and those losses are teams like Mercer. I think Bullitt East beat them. They lost from teams from out of state. There's no bad losses there. And you look at some of the teams they've beaten. You mentioned E-Town. They ran through the 11th region this year, didn't lose in the 11th region. I don't know how long it's been since somebody went through the 11th region undefeated. Don't lose a game all year, and this region's awfully tough. They've just had a great year. They're very talented, and they've got a very good coach.
And they will take a 28-4 record to the state tournament. Bryan Station knocked out of the regional here. 20 wins on the season. You got to say that Coach Ransom did a terrific job.
He really did. He's done a great job, and they have 20 wins for them is a big year. And he said early he thought they could come together late, and they've done that.
And there are some of the seniors. Although Martin, I think I've got her listed as a junior.
I think she's a junior, yes.
Yeah, and Cozart. So great job by Bryan Station winning 20 games this year and getting to the 11th region final. I think Jake Jacobs from Bryan Station told us it's been since about 97 since they've been to the regional final.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's your regional champions, the Franklin County Lady Flyers, 28-4. They'll head down to I was going to say Bowling Green, but it was down there for so long. They'll head up north to NKU up there in Highland Heights, Kentucky at the BB&T Arena Wednesday. They'll take on who do you like in that 15th region?
I'm not real sure who was in the finals. I didn't look at that. I was watching so many games the other night. There's so many great finals in the 10th, and then Mercer County almost got beat, and Robbins hits a runner at the end of the game. I didn't look at all of them. If you can pull it up, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now, and I wanted to refresh. So tonight, the finals we have E-Town. I guess that was a final. They beat John Hardin.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a championship. So E-Town's in the state tournament, 64-51. Manuel's in the state tournament, 64-47 over Mayo. Trimble County beat Simon Kenton. That was a final.
Well, that's an upset there.
Yeah.
Trimble County beat them. That's an upset.
Ryle beat Highlands, but that's the semis of the night.
Yep.
Holmes beat Connor. And then Campbell County. We got the all-region team being announced here. We'll get that as well. In the 10th region, Campbell beat Scott. That was a final, 60. So Campbell County girls in.
No, that was a semi. That was a semi. Their finals are because Campbell's. That's tonight. You're right. Yeah, you're right. That's right. Yep. So Campbell's going to state tournament. Good for them.
And 11th region, of course, Franklin County. Down here to the 14th, we see. Jenkins got beat by Leslie County. So no Whitney Creech in the state tournament. That would have been a big draw. She would have brought a lot of people to see her play.
It would have.
And no, I don't see a
15th. Shelby Valley 23-22 McGoffin. Is that the final?
Wow. Championship game. So they'll play Shelby Valley, who put 23 points up on the board today.
Shelby Valley likes to trap and run, and I don't think that's going to work overly well for him against Franklin County. That's a good matchup for Franklin, but Shelby Valley's got a great coach, and he'll come and he'll do some good things and have them ready to go. But I really look for Franklin County to go down and be very, very focused after last year, and it's going to take a great effort by somebody to beat them.
So they will play Shelby Valley, right? So Franklin County will take on Shelby Valley Wednesday at 1:30 at the BB&T Arena on the campus of North. I've been to that venue. I've called a game up there just a few years ago, and I tell you what, folks that go up there are going to love the BB&T Arena. The very comfortable seats, not a bad seat in the house. Seats about 8,000, something like that at the most, and it's a great venue. I know Western did a great job hosting the girls tournament for a number of years, but they're going to move it up to BB&T for the next couple, give it a shot, and I look for it to be a great tournament. I look for Franklin County to go up there and really make a lot of noise in that St. Elizabeth Healthcare KHSAA.
Well, I certainly think they'll be much more relaxed, and of course you hate it for Savannah Courtney, who, if she is injured now, you hate that for her, but I think they'll give a better effort than they did last year. Been there, done that, so to speak, and they're just so talented. They can beat you in so many ways. They haven't shot well the last two games really. Tonight the end of the game shooting 40%, which isn't bad, but through a quarter and a half they're shooting about 14%. So,
but wait a minute, that 40%, you know what helped that? A seventh grader hitting 7 of 8 shots.
You're right about that. Well, if you take her out, they're probably down around 25% again.
So Miles is saying, hey, I was 7 of 8 guys. Stewart was 6 of 15.
Yep.
And but look at the stat stuffers on this team. Stewart, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. She also had 2 steals. And look at Rebecca Cook, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and 4 steals.
Boy,
just the stat stuffers on this team for Franklin County.
Yeah, she's a great player. Really impressed with her and her game, and she's a junior coming back, and with the 7th grader stepping up with Princess Stewart in the backcourt, it doesn't look real good for the rest of us in the 11th next year with what Franklin County's got coming back either. So
Kiara Pankins, Destiny Jackson, Kiara Pankins of Lafayette, Malika Frank named to the all-region all-tournament. It's the all-tournament team.
All-tournament team, yes.
And who we got there, Coach?
I didn't hear. I missed that one.
Sound like Destiny Jackson.
I believe that's right.
Jalen Martin from Station. She had 8 points tonight, but remember, she had 2 big threes. But to me, I'm getting her more looks at threes if I'm Station. I know it's a little tougher than just to say that, but
it was hot as shit. I told you earlier, she was as hot as any player that I've seen from three-point line.
And Rebecca Cook named to the all-region team.
Very deserved there.
Yep. Our intern on the PrepSpin here. She was our sideline reporter. She's going to do the sideline reporting for us Monday night in the boys' championship.
Yeah, she does a great job. They would not be the same team without her, and that's for sure.
Named to the all-region team, and also named to that team, very deserving, Destiny Kozart of Bryan Station.
She did a good job tonight. She scored 13 points, but she got in the paint and hurt Franklin County a lot.
And how about this? Miss Miles named the all-tournament team. How many 7th graders have made the all-tournament team?
Not very many.
That might be the first.
Not very many in the 11th region, that's for sure.
That might be the first.
Yeah.
Mike Fields is covering the way he was covering the boys' games today. That might be a first. 7th grader on the all-tournament team. And MVP,
Princess Stewart, MVP.
And so 4 players. Nearly the entire lineup except the 7th grader Miles that had 16 tonight.
Yeah.
Named that all-tournament team. And congratulations to Princess Stewart, the daughter of Prince Stewart, a great city player. I believe he played at Lafayette. Is that right?
I think that's right.
Yeah, Lafayette. What a great player he was. For some reason, I wanted to think Henry Clay. I know there was a great Steve Chandler that played at Henry Clay back in the day, but Princess Stewart, your MVP of the 11th region, and Franklin County, your girls 11th region champion. They'll play Shelby Valley Wednesday at 1:30 at the BB&T Arena on the campus of Northern Kentucky University. I used to be the play-by-play voice of NKU back in the 80s.
Okay.
We did games on cable TV, and I did their games for a couple years. I remember Julian Tackett, the current commissioner of KHSA, called games in the Great Lakes Valley Conference back then, and he stood in front of me many a time at the scores table officiating games up there. And now he's the commissioner of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association.
Yes, sir.
So looking forward to that. Great job by William Warfield, and what a day. Called 3 games today. People say, hey, Iron Man, but when you love something, Coach, it's really not work. It's a labor of love.
It is, and you guys do a great job, and I know that all the coaches around the area really appreciate your coverage, and especially for the girls and what it means to them. People don't understand the crowd and the coverage just means an awful lot to the girls. They don't get a lot of that sometimes, and they perk up when they see that the game's being broadcast. And tonight you had the big video board working here, added to the atmosphere. They turn the lights off. It's just a great venue for them, and for Franklin County, you get to go next week and enjoy it for another week.
That's right. They'll be at the BB&T Arena up there, and of course they are the 11th region champs, the Franklin County Lady Flyers, 60-49. Great working with you, Coach Scott Thru, as always.
Appreciate you having
me. And William Warfield, of course, the king of string, doing a usual great job. So the finals today, we had 3 games today. The boys semifinals, Dunbar held off a dynamite ball club, Henry Clay 70-62. Henry Clay led by 9 at halftime. And in the first game, what a terrific ball game that was, too, as Scott County battled earlier today. And I tell you what, Lafayette really came out blazing, up 10 points at halftime. But Scott County, I call them the kiddie corps, because it's 3 freshmen and sophomores started on the kiddie corps, and they held them off 58-50. So that sets up our boys championship Monday night. And William will hit the air Monday night about 7:15. We may have a little special pregame on that one, the boys championship, so about 7:15. And the victory goes here to Franklin County. And so the boys championship Monday night, it will be Scott County and Dunbar at 7:30 tip here at the Alumni Coliseum. We have that game on PrepSpin. Again, thanks to all the folks that helped out on this one. Coach Scott Thru, earlier today, lead the force, Darren Douglas, William Warfield, all the folks. And Franklin County, the Lady Flyers, are headed back to the girls' Sweet 16. They'll play Shelby Valley Wednesday at 1:30. Approximately, may not start about 1:45, but it's scheduled for 1:30 because there's a noon tip Wednesday in the first ball game. So nearly they were tipping off the first tournament ever up at the BB&T, the second game of the BB&T.
It'll be a great venue, and let me tell you what, that 15 minutes and from being through that, you get there, you don't care if it's a little late. You just really go and enjoy the game, and hopefully put together your best performance at that point. And I know Coach Thacker will have his group ready. I'm sure they'll take tomorrow off and enjoy this for about a day. And then he'll get them refocused on Monday, and they'll be ready to go on Wednesday.
They'll be practicing, you bet, because Coach Thacker's big on practice. So they'll be working on their game against Shelby Valley on Wednesday. For Coach Scott Thru, for Darren Douglas, for Lee DeForest, for William Warfield, for our camera videographer Stephen, this is Gary Ball saying Franklin County wins the 11th Region Girls 60-49 over Bryan Station. They'll play Shelby Valley, so get up there and pack the house up there at BB&T Arena, all you fans over in Franklin County. Again, thanks for watching all the games today. It's been a great day of high school basketball here at the 11th Region Tournament, Eastern Kentucky University. For the inventor of all this and the creator and the CEO and the wizard of what do we call him, the Wizard of Nicholasville? William Warfield, the King of Stream. This is Gary Ball. Join us Monday night for the 11th Region Boys Championship. It'll be a good one, Scott County and Dunbar. Until then, thanks for watching on PrepSpin.